See, after the drama of last weekend, the big question today, who on earth would be playing in goal for St Mirren this afternoon as they took on Dundee United? Commentary comes from Stuart Mitchell.
Dundee United and St Mirren both come into this one winless in their last 3 matches, both looking to get off to better starts this afternoon as both sides show their support for the continued fight against racism. The last time these two sides met, it was a difficult day for Dundee United. In their 4-year absence from the Scottish Premiership, they suffered playoff penalty pain against St Mirren in Paisley. But they're back now and facing off against each other in the Premiership. Mickey Mellon's side conceded 9 goals in their last 3 matches. And goes up towards Ryan Edwards. St Mirren will win the free kick. Much talk about Ryan Edwards and his performance against Rangers last week, but no action from the SFA compliance officer. As McAllister stands over this one, long range, whistles past the post of Benjamin Siegrist. Not far away that one from the midfielder. Jim Goodwin hasn't had his troubles to seek in recent weeks. Wants to try and turn things around and create a better atmosphere for the Buddies. It's McAllister again. Just hits a hopeful one into the box. Abika will try the touch. There's Erwin. Straight into the hands of Siegrist. Unhappy with his defenders. Glorious chance for the new St Mirren signing. He'll want to take that one back and try again. Callum Butcher turns. Diagonal for Lawrence Shankland. His first start since the opening day this afternoon. Checks back into the box. Finds Harks. Shankland again. Good effort. Just warming things up from the Scotland striker. Maybe a little bit rusty after his recent absence. He came in as a substitute at Ibrox last week. Foley now for St Mirren. Reynolds on the chest, Erwin with the body in front. Foul given by Colin Stephen, the referee. Tangerine's captain unhappy with the decision. Erwin just pounced in front of Mark Reynolds. McGrath to take. Headed down, there's Erwin. Wide again. The Buddies are creating chances in this first half. Started the better of the two sides. Mickey Mellon will be hoping to stop the leaking of goals at the back. Chalmers on the attack with the corner. Head into the air, drops for Shankland. There it is! Lawrence Shankland with his first Scottish Premiership goal. He scored 24 in 26 games in the Championship last season, and that one is a stunner from Lawrence Shankland. Superb technique from the striker. Chalmers with the corner. Just waited on it to drop and looked it over. Zlamau in goal. McGrath with the corner for St Mirren. This powerful header from Tate, saved by Siegrist. Richard Tate on the penalty spot. Getting above everybody. Had to peel away from the defender. Does well to create the space. Butcher up in the air, sending that one forward. Awkward header. Shankland might get to pounce again here. Sets up Nicky Clark. Wide of the post. That could have put the Tangerines in a perfect position going in at half time. But Nicky Clark sends that one wide. Chalmers with bodies in front. Thinks about it. Rolls that to the right. It's picked up by Clark. And SPORLE, the ball bouncing around the 6-yard area. St Mirren managed to get it clear. There's good movement from the home side. And it just dropped out of the hands of Zlamau. Header on by Clark. Gets it back. Tries opportunity off the post. Cleared by Fraser. Dundee United have came flying out of the traps this second half. Looked a lot more energetic going forward since they got the goal from Shankland. So close to building on their lead. It's been quite some time since St Mirren were victorious at Tannadice. Sportscene Stephen Thompson was a goal scorer that day. Here's Ian Harks for United. Shankland tries to get there. It's the Mao with another save. It's Adrian SPORLE into the back of the net. The Argentinian extends Dundee United's lead. He spoke about tough times during the summer after his move from Argentina last summer. He struggled in lockdown, but much happier times there. As Adrian SPORLE, starting for the first time since the 2-1 win away to Ross County, makes it 2-0 for Dundee United. Harks out for Chalmers. United look like they have the taste for more. That's good trickery from Harks across the 6-yard area. Cleared away again. Chalmers will go to collect. Tate flying in there. Free kick's been given. Tate unhappy with that. Was a straight red. Colin Stephen, the referee, gives a red card to Richard Tate. It's St Mirren's second of the season. Richard Tate pleads his innocence. Chalmers down at the corner flag. Tate flying into that one needlessly in the corner. Nicky Clark. A lot of United's attacks have went through him. There's Chalmers with the shot, parried away by Zlamau. The pace took the ball past SPORLE. He's ready to attack again. Dundee United looking very good in the second half. St Mirren with 10 men looking to try and get themselves back into this one. Mark Reynolds will take that ball away. He's giving it to Connolly. St Mirren are back in it. They have a goal back, the 10 men. Dylan Connolly ready to pounce there, just followed Mark Reynolds all the way, putting the defender under pressure, and the strike under Benjamin Siegrist. And United are going to be under pressure in the final stages of this match. Good finish from Connolly. What he would do to try and take something from what's been a difficult week for St Mirren. Difficult couple of weeks, but they showed character against Celtic on Wednesday night in the 2-1 defeat. Shankland, shot just wide again. Logan Chalmers asking for the corner, and he will get it. Ball run past him, he took it very well. Ball up to Harks, has space to stride forward. Uses SPORLE on the left, hits the shot, deflected wide. Dundee United with all the attack and looking on course to make it their first home league win of the season.
We knew it was going to be a tough game. We know that St Mirren are a good side. They've got a manager that drives them on, so we knew they weren't going to give us anything that we didn't have to work very hard for. But we had to make sure that we answered all the questions that the game asked us today. I thought some of the football that we played, one-touch football in the second half, and the amount of chances that we had, I think we have to say that we deserved the win.
Of course we're disappointed, Brian. There's no getting away from that. I thought in the first half, I thought everything was going according to plan up until Dundee United get the corner, and Lawrence Shankland given far too much time and space in the box, and it's a hell of a finish from him, it has to be said. But the second half, we just, for whatever reason, we became far too disjointed.
Well, Dundee United fans have been waiting patiently for Lawrence Shankland to make an impact in the Premiership this season, and he did so today, James McFadden. Yet, at this point, the fewest touches of any player on the pitch, but he produced it when it matters.
He did, and Jim Goodwin says they afforded him too much time. I don't think they did. It was Lawrence Shankland's movement, his speed of thought, to get himself in that position. He's the quickest to react, and that is an absolutely brilliant finish. It's typical of a striker that knows where the goal is. He's not concentrating on hitting it too hard. He knows exactly where the goal is. He just guides it into the corner. It's a brilliant finish, and that's what they've been missing.
How would you sum that goal up, Julie?
I think as soon as it goes over his head, as a great striker, he already is picking up another position. He's already peeled off his defender. He's getting into a bit of space. He's anticipating where the ball's going to drop, and the minute it gets to him, the fact that he was able to control it, not a difficult take at all, but he didn't blast it over the bar, which would have been very easy to do. His technique is just incredible, and what a finish.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've all been impressed by Dundee United's attacking verve at times this season. Adrian SPORLE would make it 2-0. What did you make of this goal, Julie?
A great pass, first of all, and then I think St Mirren have a couple of chances to clear their lines. They fail to do that. It's bouncing about, and he's just first onto the ball in the box. I think St Mirren will be disappointed with their defending, because they do get those couple of opportunities. No one's close enough to the ball as it dropped, and a great finish from a left-footed player.
I know you're impressed by that as well, James.
It's a brilliant finish. You know, he's on it quick. I think he had a shot before it where he's hit with his left foot, so taking that little touch inside and just guiding it into the far corner. A lovely finish.
A difficult day once again for St Mirren. They've had plenty of problems over the last few weeks. Form hasn't been good. Can either of you, though, make a defence for Richard Tate here?
No.
No.
No, we can't. I think Jim Goodwin said it was frustration. It's just needless. There is absolutely no need to do it. They've got two players there that can go and see it out. It's close to, you know, he's not going anywhere, and Richard Tate just lunges in, and the referee's quick to make his decision. The assistant referee's right there, and it's an easy decision.
I think what you said to me earlier on, Julie, was that it was just unnecessary.
There's no need for him to make the challenge, and certainly not a challenge as aggressive as he has. He has backup. It's a 2v1 situation in the wide area. He doesn't even need to make the challenge at all, and I don't think he'll be complaining tonight.
Football is such a strange game, of course. St Mirren go down to 10 men and they almost immediately get a goal back, James. A moment that Mark Reynolds will not want to see again.
No, listen, at the start, he does everything right. He's there quick, he's the right side. But he takes a touch when he needs to just clear his lines, either roll it back to the goalkeeper or hit it out the park, clear lines. Don't give St Mirren any encouragement. As I said, his reaction's brilliant here. It's a bit of strength. I don't know why he's taking the touch. You have to say it's a brilliant finish and give St Mirren a lifeline. But when you're playing against a team that are, you know, down to 10 men, they're scrapping for everything, you don't want to give them any encouragement.
Yeah, really good win for Dundee United today, Julie, but amidst all the headlines, I think everybody's got sympathy for St Mirren given everything they've gone through over the last few weeks. But when you look at the form, 5 games without a win, 4 consecutive defeats.
Yeah, they're not in a great position. It was a good start they had as well to the season, but at the moment they now need to find that result that's going to get the confidence back. They're now going to have their players back for selection, I believe, and for their next game. So get the group together again and try and find that spark that they had at the start of the season that was being successful for them.
Okay, yeah. Well, Kilmarnock, St Mirren's next.
Lewis at Celtic Park, sorry, one or two wee problems with our microphone there, but she's such a trooper. Full time at Tannadice, Dundee United against St Mirren, and a win, a home win for Dundee United. Brian.
It certainly is, David. It finished Dundee United 2, St Mirren 1. A victory that takes United into the top 6 at this early stage of the season. Early on in the game, though, you'd have to say it was all about St Mirren. Lee Erwin had a couple of really good opportunities that he failed to capitalise on before the turning point in the game came just after the half-hour mark. It was Chalmers with a corner played into the box, knocked out by the Saints defence, only into the path though of Lawrence Shankland. A real spectacular opening goal for United, his first ever goal in the top flight of Scottish football. Quite surprising that, and it was 2-0 7 minutes into the second half. Really good play by United, good saves by Zlamal on loan from Hearts for St Mirren. However, there was nothing he could do about Adrian SPORLE's shot, which was hammered home low into the bottom corner. You would thought when Richard Tate was then sent off on the hour mark after a reckless challenge on Chalmers that was it for Saints, but not to be. A long ball play forward 4 minutes later. caught out Mark Reynolds. He really should have cleared the ball, but Dylan Connolly capitalised and hammered the ball into the bottom corner to set up a grandstand finish. But the St Mirren pushed more and more men forward. That left gaps at the back. Chalmers came close. He fired wide, but there was nothing in it for Saints this afternoon, as it's now 5 victories with just 1 point for St Mirren in their last 5 games. 5 defeats rather, and there are 4 defeats and 1 draw. I'll get this right one day, David. Anyway, I do know it's at Dundee United. It has finished. Dundee United 2, St Mirren 1. Best of luck with that, Tomo.
I wish it was 5 victories, Brian. I really do.
Well done, Brian. Let's
Are too disjointed.
A huge win for Dundee United after 3 straight defeats. Lawrence Shankland returned to the starting lineup. You've got to say he had a big impact in the game, Michael.
It's an absolutely sensational finish. It is. You know, you hear Jim Goodwin talking about being given too much space, but when you see the goal back, it's good play from Shankland. He just peels away into that area. It's a very poor defensive header from McCarthy.
Still has an awful lot to do.
It's incredible. You know, he's basically going away from goals and to hook that into the corner.
What would you call that? Is it an overhead kick? No.
Just a good goal.
All right, good. Thanks for that detail.
I mean, it's, you know, when you look at Dundee United now, I think they're starting to, you know, get the semblance of a good team. You know, they played 4-4-1-1 almost, or 4-4-2 yesterday with Nicky Clark playing up off Shankland, and you know, Bolton playing right back. You know, I like that. Chambers in front of him. It was Chalmers in front of him. I think, you know, they've got a good shape about them, and that was some of the best football they've played as well. You know, I looked at. I was up at Tannadice when they played against Hibs. They were very sort of destructive, but they weren't particularly great in possession. Whereas yesterday, that was one of the best.
Talking about good football, Andy, Mickey Mellon said they were unbelievable in the second half. Do you agree?
Yep, looking at it, I feel as if there was a real increase in energy in the second half and impetus, and you could see constantly on the front foot with the chances that we're going to show. You can see everything. You can see the link-up play, you know, third man runs, pockets of space, runners in behind, and they showed the full package in the second half, and I'm sure Mickey Mellon will be delighted with our second half performance. And got to give a mention to Logan Chalmers, because he was heavily involved in all of Dundee United's best play in the second half, and you know, we'll see, and with a chance that's coming up, he's picked out an unbelievable pass. You know, a lot of people would cross for that area, and you know, he's managed to zing one into the box, and
a lot of nice one-touch football.
Yeah, exactly. And what a pass that is. It's a great run for midfield. He's realised the space in behind, but I'm talking about front foot and energy. Look, we pick up the first loose ball, keeper makes a save, picks up the second loose ball, and SPORLE manages to get the second for Dundee United.
Great play, and you know, as Andy's saying there, Mickey Mellon will be delighted, because I think, you know, since he's come in, that they've started to evolve. They've got better and better. They've played a couple of different formations as well. But as I said earlier on, I quite like the look of that team that took the part yesterday for Dundee United.
Yeah, in quite a concise fashion, Mikey, if you wouldn't mind. 4 straight defeats for St Mirren after a positive start. Why have the wheels come off?
Is that concise enough?
No,
I mean, look,
you can expand a wee bit.
It'll be a troubling one for Jim Goodwin, because yeah, it was a very good start. The wheels certainly have come off. I think they had a good solid structure to them defensively. I like their midfield. I'm surprised that Cam McPherson's not playing now. It'll be concerning.
It certainly will be. Okay, Alex.